You know, like 2,500 years ago, lived on the same planet a most wonderful being. And we know him by the name Buddha, Lord Buddha, Gautama Siddhartha, Lord Buddha. And up to this day his wisdom is spreading the world and nourishing millions of people. Up to this day. It's pretty big, huh? Yeah. Like in our Western European culture, we relate maybe more to Lord Christ. It's the same impact actually, huh? But I was contemplating about him, Lord Buddha. He was asked one day, what is the greatest disease on the planet? What is the greatest disease on the planet? You know what he said? Imagine 2,500 years ago, huh? 2,500 years ago. He said sorrow. Now for 2,500 years people have been coming and going and coming and going. The plants and the trees and the waterfalls going and everything has been going around and the world has been turning. Now, look in your life, look around, what would you guess is the greatest disease on the planet? To me it feels sorrow, still. So cultures have been coming and going. And so many people meaning well, building worlds, building cities, building communities, building science. So millions of people with their best intentions to make improvements in the world. And we did. On many levels we did. So all these lives that have dedicated themselves to make a better world, we have our successes medically and we have much more comfort and the roads are improved over the last 2,000 years and our houses are improved and so many things are improved. But still, it's here. So much. And when we watch the news, you know, I bet, you know, when you are open and not closed, when you're open and you watch the news, I think there's always this grief and mourning on your shoulder. When you can take it in, when you allow to be touched by what is happening on the planet, when you allow to be touched by how your life truly is, not the images that you spread in the world, but how your life truly is. Not the images that you project for yourself, but how your life truly is. Most people feel such grief, helplessness, indeed fear. This has been pushed into us a lot, fear, and the need to control. So I think I'm speaking for maybe all of you, maybe many of you. Just look inside if this applies to you or not. So if it doesn't apply to you, either you are closed by heart or you are free. Either you deny or you are free. So my feeling is, my sense is that this is a global thing. And when we watch the news, we feel the web somehow tightening. So now, here we are. What can we do? What can we do? We can do little things, be kind to each other, be supportive to each other, help somebody, you know, we can do little things. But in a bigger scope, we feel quite helpless. The dynamics are too big. So still, many people feel this inner grief, or even there are new words now, ecological grief. 50% of the children actually suffers from ecological grief. Children. So either you keep closed, and you go for your little pleasures, or you help a little bit here and there, you are kind, but still then you may feel this heavy heart, this burden on your shoulder. The only true way out is living a spiritual life. That was true 2,500 years ago. That was true when this great Lord Christ came into the world and brought his profound, wonderful teachings. It is still true up to these days. It is still true. When you live a spiritual life, you don't live a spiritual life because you can, but because you cannot without. You need this urgency. You need this hunger for freedom. To cut yourself loose out of the web. To cut yourself from all the strings of projection. My suggestion is dig up this urgency in you. Dig up this quality of being dauntless. Dauntless is onverschrokken. That means that you spit on fear. Remember the great Mahasiddha Tilopa, who said, you're not bound by what you perceive, by what you hear, by what you see, by what you're not bound by that. You're not bound to sorrow by what you perceive, or this helplessness, or whatever it is. You are bound by what you are clinging to, or let me give you another word also. He said by what you are clinging to. I would like to add, or what you are resisting. That's the same energy. Your heart is free. Your soul is free. Has always been. Now. It takes your honesty, fearlessness and courage to come face to face with truth. Spirituality has nothing to do with feeling good or drinking a particular cup of tea or have some special clothes or sit in a particular position. Nothing. There are no hulpstukken. What is that in English? Hulpstukken.
Aiding tools.
Aiding tools. There are no aiding tools. There's just truth. And that is life as it is. And truth doesn't do excuses. Truth doesn't do any explanations. Truth doesn't do identities. Playing roles, playing identities, weaving a show. Truth is life as it is right now. If you make truth your boss, see how impersonal? See how free from any belief system? Just truth. When you make this your boss, and you are extremely 100% sincere with yourself, you listen well and you obey, your life will be full of light, no matter the circumstances. This is your way out. And it has always been. No rules to follow, no steps to make. Nothing. Just this. This is universal. Applies to everybody at all times. That means it applies to you. If you want to realize your true home, your true self, listen within and follow fearlessly what is shown to you. And then whatever is happening in the world, or in your family, or in your life, whatever it is, well, that is happening. And in our own lives, we have some capacity to steer a little bit. On a world level, not much. Maybe you find a way if you want, you know. But the very best gift to yourself in this lifetime is to allow luminosity, freedom, love to take you over. And you will find such a deep compassion for all the people and all the leaders who actually are trapped in their belief systems. And you will find such a compassion for yourself, even for your enemies, even for the people that you don't like. What a gift to yourself, to the people around you, to the world. My suggestion is not to spill a moment. Your life is very, very, very precious. Give yourself the freedom that you are, the love that you are, and that is unconditional. It's not depending on anything or anybody. Suggestion. It's up to you. I just show you what is possible. And the beauty is that it is unconditional. In good times, this is true. In tough times, this is true. In the prime of your life, this is true. On your deathbed, this is true.